So, today we're gonna watch the Vadi video of Hollow Knight, which is Mossbag. He made like an hour-long, I think, lore video for Hollow Knight that I want to go through because there's a lot of things in the game that I didn't quite understand. But before I do that, I want to see what I understood about the story, if I got any of it right, and I want to do it in the most unhinged way possible. So I can explain to you guys how I understood the story of Hollow Knight.
MELEMOO.
Yeah, you guys aren't allowed to spoil anything because I need to see how much of it, look at my boy, how much of it I got right. Side note, these doodles are gonna be hella unhinged, you're welcome. So, story for Hollow Knight is, you are a bug. You are a creature. But it's very quickly established that you're not entirely alive. Now, usually the way that you would find this out if you're a fucking first-timer / shit gamer is you would die and you would like lose your soul or whatever and you have to go fight your ghost. But since I am a fucking god, I did not die for a hot minute, so I was told that I wasn't quite alive by a hornet. So for the first bit of the game, you're just like dicking around, right? You find a town, and in the town they explain to you that there's a kingdom under the town, like way underground. Like you can go in through the well. And us, being the little fucking goblin creature that we are, we decide to jump on in. Where are the tits? There's no tits right now, right? So basically, we're like making our way through the old kingdom, which is called like Hallow Nest, I think? Yeah. So it's very quickly like apparent through like every place you go into in this fucking map, even if you're not like in the city, that something is wrong with the bugs down there. Like they're fucky, right? Like their eyes are orange and they attack you and they're mean. And whenever you fucking try and kill one, they like explode in money and orange. You can figure it out pretty quickly that there's like an infection. Something happened, right? Something happened that basically killed all the bugs in Hallow Nest / made them zombies, which is kind of gross. My prevailing theory is that it's some form of cordyceps. Cause like, it being like God is kind of lame. I like the idea that it's like a fungal thing or some sort of illness that isn't, you know, Gorb. And so, your thing is basically fighting these bugs and fighting things. It's like, he wants to learn the truth of this city. Do we know why the knight is doing this? No, we do not. He's just going. He has a nail and he has a wish and he's gonna do it. He's gonna kill everything because he can. So, you're supposed to do main story, but me being myself, I spent most of my playthrough dicking around because I didn't know. Because like, here's the thing about this game, right? It doesn't really tell you where the main story is, not right away. Like, when you're exploring, if you go into, like, the gardens, you're gonna run into Hornet pretty quickly. So, like, that's the thing that kind of kickstarts the story, is that you're underground, you're exploring, and you're going to see a creature. So you find Hornet, and Hornet is the one that basically, she calls you a ghost. And I was like, what the fuck is that? And you fight her. You actually fight her more than once. And you fight her, and you defeat her, and then she says something cryptic and leaves. What you're supposed to do is you're supposed to find the City of Tears, right? And in there, she'll tell you a little bit about the Hollow Knight and the sacrifices made to fucking save Hallow Nest and whatnot. But I am a dumb fuck, and I just went around. I went everywhere. And the way that I ran into the main story was when I found the, like, 3 dreamers, right? And that they got mad at me. They got mad at me, and they yeeted me into a dream, and I broke out of it, right? And then I met MELEMOO, who was like, here's a dream nail. Make it happen. Yeah, so you wake up, you have your dream nail, and MELEMOO's like, you can interact in dreams, and you can do shit in the dreams. So, like, if you die in the dream, you die in real life, except not really, because you don't. And so that gives you the ability to read people's thoughts as chat spammed at me 50 billion times, the dream nail people, even though it's just, like, little baby snippets of dialogue, right? And with that, you also unlock the dream warriors, which I didn't like, because one of them killed my PC. I got hit right when that alert played, and it was... Yeah, Gorb killed my PC and it sucked, right? Once you do that, and once you're done dicking around the map because I'm this person, you're supposed to go find the dreamers and basically put them out of their misery. You're supposed to go fucking commit a crime, murder. So you put them out of their misery to break the seal, and it turns out that inside that seal is the Hollow Knight. What do you mean, I'm the Hollow Knight? What the fuck? So, apparently, through talking to people and like little lore drops and like doing dream nail dialogue, it's implied that they tried to seal away the infection in a being called the Hollow Knight, which was essentially one of the king's children. And at first I was like, oh, okay, well, fuck it, we're the Hollow Knight. And it turns out, no, there was another one that like actually came out first. And then it turns out that there were like 1 million Hollow things that died, that didn't make it. So like at one point, if you're like below deepness in the goddamn ancient basin, you fucking yeet yourself into the void, it's full of corpses. It's real fucking dank in there. And then that's when the penny drops. That's when it hits you that, like, you are one of millions that maybe didn't make it. So you're a vessel, right? You're supposed to contain the infection, but someone got there before you. The Hollow Knight got there before you. So the Hollow Knight is the one that took the infection from you. So what you're doing with the Dreamers, look at all my siblings. Look at all of them. Fucking dead. Dead. Deleted dead. I love all of them. Poor babies. The Hollow Knight is containing the infection, or trying to, but he failed. And now it's like oozing out and still infecting people in the city. That's why Hollow Nest is empty. So yeah, it turns out that the king and the queen were kind of dill holes, right? So both of, well, the queen wasn't. She felt really bad. The queen shot herself away in her gardens, and after she gave birth to like 1 million babies that were turned into basically hollow beings. Not quite alive, not quite dead, but like they're supposed to be creatures that can hold the infection. And the Hollow Knight that is like currently in possession of the infection, he's flawed. It's very heavily implied in the game that we are the perfect vessel. But yeah, basically through exploring the land of like the Hollow Nest, you quickly find that there's a lot more to this kingdom than just the city. Like there's the fungal waste where like the mantis lores are and the gardens, and you find Zoe, who's a piece of shit, and you're like a little baby ghost, and it's super cute, right? Also, like I fought the circus daddy and I finally beat him. So once you fight the Hollow Knight, you have a few options, of which I did the best option first because I'm goated. You can get to a point where if you actually find out the truth about yourself, that you are like a void baby. If you want to go get your charm from the king, good luck with that, because you have to fight buzzsaws, and that sucks. But if you accept that you're a void baby, Silksong, Hornet will come in and assist, and you can dream nail the Hollow Knight, and that's when you fight God. Because apparently the infection isn't like an infection at all, it's like a being of light. It's a moth, right? It's a MELEMOO, it's like a grown MELEMOO or whatever. So you have to fight God. And if you actually manage to do it successfully, you destroy it. You destroy the infection. But at the cost of the Hollow Knight's life. He wasn't ever truly alive to begin with, but it's still really sad. But, Hornet survives. And she's technically a princess, so she can take over the kingdom from there. And we can get a sequel maybe someday, tomorrow. But you get the best ending, which is the infection is destroyed, the city can be rebuilt. If you don't complete your dream nail, you can kill the Hollow Knight and take the infection yourself and get sealed in there by yourself. Ow, poor baby. Or you can do the even worse thing, which is essentially, you can basically get Hornet to assist, and then instead of dream nailing the fucker, you kill him. And that not only locks you in there and you take the infection, it turns Hornet into a dreamer. She fucking dies. So if Hornet turns into a dreamer and she's sealed in there with you, no one can open the door ever again. That's probably the canon ending, because if Silksong doesn't happen, it's a solution. And that's, like, my understanding of the story for Hollow Knight. I don't know how much I got wrong or how much I got right, but, like, I want to see the lore video. Yeah, there's a ton of other stuff, like, fucking, like, Zoe and your fangirl and Hornet and, like, Hornet's mom and shit. But yeah, thankfully, the little ghost wasn't, like, flawed or whatever, so the infection wouldn't get out. But that's still the saddest ending. The best ending is the Hollow Knight dies, so does the little baby knight, and Hollow Nest is cured, so it can be restored. Zoe does not deserve a mention because he's a piece of shit.
No.